Somatic tracking is a tool we can use to interrupt the fear-pain cycle that is often at the core of mind-body syndrome. It's best used when the symptoms are low to medium and the goal is to reduce the fear of our pain. If your goal is to make the pain go away, it adds pressure and tends to backfire. It reminds me of the verse, "I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears." Anytime we face our fears in our lives, we reduce danger perception in our brains, and over time, this will calm the nervous system and our symptoms. It's perfectly normal to have an emotional reaction to our pain. It's even expected. Even more prevalent is the desire to do anything we can to avoid experiencing the pain. This practice will help you to do the opposite. We will first do classic somatic tracking as designed by Alan Gordon, and then we will explore your feelings towards the pain, and finally compare this to other current life stressors. Here are the 3 elements Alan Gordon suggests to implement while using somatic tracking. First is using mindfulness, which I interpret as curious attention towards your body and towards your sensations, instead of using intensity. Second is safety appraisal, which I see as reframing neuroplastic sensations for what they actually are, which is harmless. There is no fear needed here. These are just sensations that the brain is amplifying. And third is positive affect, which I see as simply lightheartedness or joy even. It's the process of attending to these sensations in a nonchalant, relaxed way instead of with distress. Let's start by doing a body scan from your head down to your toes and just scanning with curiosity for any areas of discomfort. Try to do this slowly and with a sense of ease. As you scanned your body, did you find a place or a few places that have uncomfortable sensations? Notice that I'm using neutral language to describe your experience, like uncomfortable and less comfortable. Even the way we use our words can help to lower the intensity or stress reaction to the symptoms. What words do you use that might be increasing your brain's threat response? Descriptors such as stabbing or burning are unhelpful in reducing intensity. What vocabulary would you like to set aside going forward? Imagine you are standing in a rocky inlet at the beach. It's a beautiful day. The yellow sun is out and the waves are gorgeous. You're simply watching as the waves crash up onto the stones. The waves change shapes and peaks as they go in and out. Take a few deep breaths in and enjoy observing this creation. Notice as your breath slows down and your body relaxes. Now bring your attention back to the sensation. Soften your eyes as you check out the shape of your sensations, the details of the edges. Use your artistic eye and track the perimeter with your attention. Now bring your attention back to the beach. Imagine you're standing there confidently taking in the view. Take a second to adjust your posture and put your body in a position that reflects assurance or enjoyment, curiosity, confidence. Drop your shoulders and open your chest and lift your eyes, take in the sun, and lean into the moment and just observe. Now bring your attention back to the sensation. Feel your body not being afraid of your sensations. You're just taking it all in with confidence and with interest. Simply observe all the sensations while allowing your body to relax. As you bring your focus back to the waves, imagine a few objects come in with the current. A piece of kelp, an oyster shell is pushed up the beach by a wave. What else do you see? A starfish? I find it really helpful to be silly with my somatic tracking. If you could turn the sensation into an object, what would it be? Could you imagine lifting this object out of your body? Maybe it's a clamshell, or seaweed, or a stone that's been sitting in the sun and it's warm. Be playful. Remember, it's just a harmless sensation, and this is just a fear-reducing practice. Try smiling at this object in your body. Smiling is a really powerful tool in reducing fear of symptoms. Now you're back on the beach again, and you're not trying to control the waves, and you are definitely not trying to change them. You're just watching them. In the same way, bring your attention back to your body and use that lens to watch your own sensations. Don't try to control them. Just notice what they're doing, how they're shifting, how they're changing. Imagine you're standing on the beach and there's many colors to take in. The sun is there and it's orange. There are gray rocks everywhere. There are bright colored sea anemones. There's a purple starfish. The water is blue. In that same lightheartedness, observe the abstract colors of your sensations. As you've done this practice, have you noticed that your symptoms shift and move? Maybe they gain in intensity or reduce in intensity. Are you able to change your fear response of those symptoms? If they've moved or changed, it's evidence that it is your brain that controls these sensations. This is really good news. It helps us to know that the pain is neuroplastic. Now let's move into the part which I'm calling stressor tracking. While reacting to our symptoms isn't helpful for healing, the reaction itself can be a helpful clue revealing what is at the core of our symptoms. Let's start with this. How do you truly feel towards the sensations? Get in touch with that emotion. Allow it. Are you frustrated, confused, sad it's still there, angry, disappointed? Whatever you feel, be honest and let it come to the surface. What else in your life do you feel like this towards? If the symptom disappeared, would you still have this emotion, but towards something else? If nothing has come up yet, consider putting your thinking mind aside and feel about it. Very often, the way we feel towards our symptoms echoes how we feel about other situations in our lives. Are there other life responsibilities, people you love or hate, or memories that you feel similarly about? If something comes up for you, this might be what the pain is distracting you from experiencing and working through. Expressing pain about our physical pain is often more socially acceptable than expressing our emotional hurt. Do you feel a need to suppress this emotion or this feeling or this hurt in this area? Consider if it might be helpful to welcome the Holy Spirit into your body where you are experiencing the emotion and into your mind where your thoughts are. Let Him sit with you, let Him be with you as you attend to this stressor and how it impacts you, your body, and your mind.